Closed captioning for Old School Outdoors is brought to you by Bernard's Insurance Agency.
Folks, we're here at the Double G Ranch this week on Old School Outdoors. Stay tuned, because now we got the #1 fan of Old School Outdoors out here hunting deer with my 4570. Stay tuned.
Liking guns like I do and stuff, he was always into the 4570, and I was telling my wife, I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna book a hunt with Old School Outdoors, or at least gonna talk to him. So I give him a call, and it's been a year making, and just decided we'd put it all together, and it's worked out great.
My husband was there, and that means a lot to my son as well.
This is the real deal. There's no fakes in this group whatsoever.
You got one of those Texas deer.
Damn Texas blue-eyed deer, baby.
Attaboy.
Blue-eyed deer. And now we got to go stand. We go hunting because Jimbo wants to see that 4570 bark again.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts.
Tubbs has had roots in Bossier since 1922. We are your hometown hardware stores. Owned by local folks, Tubbs is committed to old school friendly service and long-lasting products with the longest and strongest warranties, backed with our parts and service and easy financing. Y'all come see us, and may God bless the USA.
And by these fine sponsors: Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Kevin's Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris and DeWitt.
This week, folks, we got the Jim Morris family from Vero Beach, Florida. They were one of the first to sign up to come hunt at the Double G. Then when it come to find out, Mr. Jim Morris is my #1 fan. He probably knows more about me than my wife does, because he's watched every episode of Old School Outdoors and has absolutely loved every one of them and couldn't wait to come out here to the Double G. My God, you found the spot. Yes, sir. Greg Hall. Jim Morris. Jim.
Nice to meet you.
It
Yes,
seems
sir.
like I ought to know you after a year of talking
I got
to
you.
you.
How you doing?
This is Mr. Vince Reynolds.
Vince, how you
Vince,
doing? Good, my friend. How are
Jim
you?
Morris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Take care of all
How was
the
your
business.
trip in? Good, good.
This must be Miss Julie. Greg Hall. Nice to meet you.
Greg, this is your son, Garrett.
Garrett, Greg Hall.
His son, Cleet. Mr. Garrett. Vinny Reynolds.
Pleasure. Call me Mr. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my friend?
You
Vinny
must be a
Reynolds.
baseball player.
I'm a hugger.
Oh, all right, bring it in.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Everything just worked out just perfect.
Yes, sir. Sure did. That's correct.
Got all this stuff in there.
We can't get one more piece of something
I
in
like
that
it.
bag.
I like it. Well, now, we just going through slow, rough road ahead.
Yes, sir.
That's where the road ends and the adventure begins.
I got you.
We got about an hour and 15 minutes.
We're going to drive out there to the middle of nowhere, take a right and drive about 5 more miles.
You got it.
Nice.
That's not a problem. You talking about the end of nowhere? That's where you're going.
Perfect. I like it.
So I booked the hunt and called Garrett and Cleet and told them that it was like a year ago. I said, look, we're going to take y'all out and going to do some deer hunting. And they said, where are we going? I said, well, we're going right up next to the Mexico border, and don't know what to expect, but it's going to be fun. My son lives in North Carolina, we live in Florida, so we had to meet up in Midland, Texas. We got the rental car and loaded all the stuff up and started headed out. And neither one of them had ever seen any kind of, neither my wife. I'd hunted a couple times out in San Angelo and kind of had an idea what was going on, but they'd never seen it. So on the ride out, it was pretty neat. They looking for trees and stuff because they're all from Florida and never had seen this kind of deal. So sure enough, we hit to where the road ends, and they didn't know what to expect. Looking around, there's nothing out there. And I think they've got a new found respect of why people travel to begin with, not just because of the hunt. It's just places you never go. You get so wrapped up in what you're doing on a daily basis, you never realize there's a whole big world out there in front of you. And then once you see that, then you get out here to the hunt, and it totally takes a different aspect of the adventures getting here, but then the adventure starts when you get here because it's something they've never been involved in before.
Not only is this guy got an amazing talent, he's a good person, fantastic character, great family, and that their values align so closely with ours. To me, it seems such a natural fit.
Living in Ruston and being close to people from Origin Bank, I knew that there was people that I could trust. Even if it's just a phone call to Cade just to talk about, my round of golf that day.
To learn more about our return on relationships, visit origin.bank.
Tubbs, we're committed to old school friendly service and long lasting products. The old and the reliable, the new and the exciting. Tubbs services what we sell. We appreciate our customers who choose Exmark mowers and Big Green Egg smoking grills, so that they can spend less time mowing and have more fun grilling. Our city store has Cajun gifts. Our country store in Benton has steel chainsaws. Tubbs, a fun place to shop.
Old School Outdoors brings you the new 5-in-1 deer feeder. This American-made, all-welded compartmental feeder allows hunters the ability to feed corn, protein, and any supplements, all at the same time. For more information on the Old School Outdoors 5-in-1 feeder, call 318-987-9064. If you feed them, they will come.
Folks, you got to go to Red River Chevrolet and see these all-new Trail Bosses. These suckers come with a 2-inch lift kit, standard Wrangler tires and big rims, and the backup system is unbelievable. It'll back you right up to your trailer. Then you can switch cameras and look right down on your ball and hitch where you're perfectly located. Go down to Red River Chevrolet, see Joe and Alvin and all the gang, and get you one of these.
Red River Chevrolet. Find new roads. Online at redriverchevy.com.
I never thought I'd be doing this at 67 years old. My left knee went out after playing football in 1969. My right knee got destroyed by a bulldozer. Never thought I would walk without a cane. Never thought I'd be riding a horse. Never thought I would get in a deer stand again. Never thought I could walk 30 miles up a mountain. If it wasn't for the docs over at the orthopedic specialist, I'd be sitting on a couch watching someone else do it. For them, never is not an option.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Cabins Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris & DeWitt.
Cleet's never been an outdoorsman. Growing when his mom and I got together, I introduced him what I knew how to do, hunt and fish, and that's what I like to do when I'm not working, and that's what Garrett and I've done as much as we possibly could. Of course, you always want to do it more, but she was really looking forward to being with her son, and of course, there's only room for a couple people in the blind, and I know the cameraman had to be there, and it was fine. I was tickled to death that she got to see it, and that was something, like I said, that's a memory that Cleet's always going to have in his mind.
To my surprise, my son has an eye for seeing animals everywhere.
I spotted him coming down from the hill. It was a nice 8 and a nice 10, and we watched him all the way down, and we lost him there for about 15 minutes, and they finally came right back out.
Good job. Good job. You all right?
The doe came in, and like I did have my doe tag, and I'm a little short, and they do call me Stumpy because I am so short. And I actually had to sit on my son's lap so that I could, you know, get the right positioning, and took, you know, one of my tags right there with my son.
Give me 5, son. Give me 5.
2 for 2.
So I wasn't in the stand with Cleet, but I got a text from his mother, big buck down. So we hurried on over, and to see that excitement in the young man's face to get his first buck made a great shot. It was just an amazing experience. 2 for 2?
I just shot my doe.
Doubled up and catch up?
Yeah.
Hey, excellent.
He hadn't gone too far, but it was to have them see and walk up at the same time as Cleet and I, to see what he actually had accomplished. That was really neat. My husband was there, and that means a lot to my son as well.
This is my first time Cleet's ever hunted in any way, shape, or form. He was on his first hunt. He killed his first deer. His mother got to sit with him. That's stuff you can't ever get rid of. You can't never get it back. It's a memory that's made for a lifetime, and that's what you try to do. Put a little dot in the memory bank on your kids, because before you know it, it's going to be gone.
Put the paint on.
Yes, sir. Excellent, excellent.
Good job, buddy, good job.
First deer, first buck. Can't beat it. You just can't beat it.
To be with my son when he took his first animal, and to be there and experience something with your kid for the first time that not everybody understands. Not everybody likes hunting. Not everybody has it in them to kill an animal. But for some people, that moment and that experience was amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
For the first time, we're booking hunts at the Double G Ranch, which is my personal ranch. Best free-range hunting in West Texas. Folks, when you come to Double G, you're gonna be hunting in top-notch blinds, you're gonna have top-notch food, and you're gonna have some of the best hunting. So you need to come capture your next adventure at the Double G Ranch. DoubleGHallRanch.com, or give me a call, 318-987-9064. Come see me, folks, you'll have a good time.
Down Home Meats, made the old school way with only the finest and freshest ingredients and made by hand. Owned by the Chamberlain family right here in the Architects, Down Home Meats are perfect for the hunting camp or even fine dining. Tubbs loves Down Home Meats so much, we serve it to our customers every Saturday for breakfast and feature it in our cooking demonstrations. So choose only the best for your family. Choose Down Home Meats.
I never thought I'd be doing this at 67 years old. Hey folks, Greg Hall with Old School Outdoors here. Let me tell you what, if it wasn't for the good docs at Orthopedic Specialist, instead of being on the air, I'd be sitting in my favorite chair watching somebody else on the air. So if you're old like me and on the Medicare, or you're young and your joints just wore out, hey, do yourself a favor. They'll get you out of your chair in an active life before you know it. For the docs of Orthopedic Specialist, never is not an option.
Don Tubbs keeps his store so clean you could eat off the floors. His lawnmowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and leaf blowers are the best money can buy, and his people know how to fix them. If it's unique Cajun foods you want, Tubbs City location has them. Anything Louisiana, Mardi Gras, souvenirs, he's got them. Oh, and when it comes to the backyard,
buy our lawnmowers and you'll spend less time mowing. Buy our grills, you'll have more fun grilling.
Tubbs, a fun place to shop.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Cabins Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris and DeWitt.
Mr. Garrett, he tagged his big 8-point buck early in the morning. So that afternoon, he decided he wanted to go after a black buck. And down here at the Double G, we have some free-range black buck. And they were a real nice one we saw on camera, 3 curls. So we decided, hey, we're gonna go. There's a couple of lines that we've pretty prevalent for black buck. So we went and decided to go sit in one of them. And Mr. Garrett still had his doe tag left over. So we came up with the game plan that we're gonna go sit in this blind. And if we see a black buck, we're gonna take that. But worst case scenario, we're gonna tag his doe.
And I decided to pass on a few does that afternoon. Then the next morning, we went out together, and me, Mr. Rob, Mr. Vinny, we were all sitting together and still hunting black buck and trying to fill a doe tag. And then watched a ton of deer, beautiful, non-typical big buck, beautiful big rack 8, ton of deer, ton of activity on the feeder. And once again, it was like probably right around 8:30, 9, towards the end of the morning, almost time to head back to camp. And we saw 2 or 3 does coming in from the left side of the feeder, about 200 yards off. Waited for them to come in. No fawns with them, which was a good thing. And then just had to wait for the shot for about 10 minutes, wait for everybody to clear, make sure all the deer weren't stacked up behind each other or anything. And we were joking back and forth about making a clean, nice shot, high neck area in the blind. And I think they were trying to psych me out a little bit, but that's fine. I just waited for them to clear and took my time, took a deep breath, exhaled, and luckily it was either gonna be clean miss or direct impact. So we got the latter of the two.
There we go. There we go. Thank you, sir. Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
So we decided to go for a next shot because, bam, it's 3 feet straight down, or a straight miss. So we did that to conserve as much meat on the doe as possible.
Got one of those Texas deer.
Damn Texas blue-eyed deer, baby.
Atta boy.
I'm talking about. Got you a blue-eyed deer.
Being from Florida, of course, everybody knows that Florida is the fishing capital of the world, and so we know how to cook fish all different kind of ways. And I'm, Mr. Greg's from Louisiana, so I'm gonna sit here tonight and kind of put my hat on to see if he actually knows what he's doing about frying his fish. You know what you're doing over there, Mr. Greg?
Pretty much. What do you think about it?
Hey, me being from Florida, I can help you do anything about fish. I just want to make sure you know what you're doing down there in Louisiana.
Well, I figured Louisiana's known for cooking and frying stuff. Florida's known for damn palm trees, so I don't know what kind of advice you're going to give me, but I'll take it.
I was going to say we could wrap it up in a palm tree leaf.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. We fry stuff up in heavy grease, and I bet you y'all don't have any Louisiana fish fry.
No, sir.
No.
But it looks good enough that it can be fried in pork fat. It's fit to eat.
There you go. So, I'll take any advice you got until it comes to making frying crappie and cooking gumbo. Other than that, you might, once you taste these, you might be saying, where can I get some of that Louisiana fish fry? You know what I tell you? When you come down to pick up that 45.70 from Dennis, we'll fix you up some of that too. How about these over here? Fried up in heavy grease, baby. You know, these people in Florida, they like to soak theirs in palm leaves and orange juice or some kind of, get some Louisiana fish fry. I understand.
Bandit boats are the best aluminum P-row on the market, and they are locally made. If you need a one-man or two-man P-row, Bandit has you covered. The aluminum hull is lightweight and completely welded. No rivets, no crimps. This P-row is tough and nearly unsinkable. We offer additional accessories to make your Bandit boat more versatile and comfortable. Contact us or go on our website for a complete list of dealers. Get your Bandit boat today.
Old School Outdoors brings you the new 5-in-1 deer feeder. This American-made, all-welded compartmental feeder allows hunters the ability to feed corn, protein, and any supplements, all at the same time. For more information on the Old School Outdoors 5-in-1 feeder, call 318-987-9064. If you feed them, they will come.
Folks, you're talking about these all-new Chevrolet Silverados. Look at this tailgate now. I'm going to tell you, you're talking about nice, you got your hands full, you can just throw your stuff in there. Guess what? That might not be old school, but it's new school, and sometimes I like the new school stuff. And look, it comes up also. Go to the good folks at Red River Chevrolet. Check one of these out. You'll be glad you did.
Red River Chevrolet. Find new roads. Online at redriverchevy.com.
For me, it's about lift capacity.
It's about the hydraulics.
It's a weight thing.
It's about how well it's made.
Steel, baby. More features.
Standard features.
It's about doing more.
It's about the land. And making it better.
Having something to pass down.
It's about having pride in my work.
It's about owning the best.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Cabins Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris & DeWitt.
I'm looking forward to going out today, hopefully, and I'll have Mr. Greg with me. And, you know, since I made the decision myself this morning because I didn't feel comfortable, because I didn't want to do anything wrong, because you know, one act of what I do wrong offsets 2 or 3 seasons of what needs to happen here the right way. So being with Mr. Greg today, when he points and says that's the one we need to take, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I've done my part to make this ranch go on and be better than it is. And I don't know how it can get better. I'm sure it will, because he has the love and the desire, and I know every year is going to be better. But I've done a small, if I get a chance to harvest the deer, I've done my part to make it better for the future generations that are going to come out here. If I don't, that's fine too. If it doesn't happen, I'm good with it.
Hopefully we'll see my big old fat doe this afternoon. Seal the deal with the 45-70 rides again. And hopefully she goes 3 feet straight down.
Prospect, 2 of them.
Got your shell in there, Marty?
Yes, sir.
Get on in there.
Send it. Where'd she go?
3 feet
Foot straight down. 45-70 rides again. Thank you, Mr. Hall. Thank you, Rob. Yes, sir.
This was a long-ass hunt.
I'm telling you right now, between skittish deer, having to walk a quarter of a mile uphill both ways to get to the stands that need caulk and paper to stuff the holes because the wind's blowing through it so good.
Yeah.
It's plumb terrible.
And the feeder hadn't even gone off.
And the feeder hadn't even gone off.
Probably didn't work.
Is there a battery in it? Unbelievable.
Hey,
this is awesome.
I'm a happy man.
Yes, sir.
So have you had a good hunt?
The best. Absolutely the
Can't beat
best.
that.
Everybody, y'all can be next, but you can't be ahead of me.
I really appreciate y'all coming to the Double G, and I hope that it met your expectations.
Yes, sir. 100%. All I can tell you is it's everything that you hear about on TV, more, and I recommend it to anybody in the world. Thank you very much. I'll be back next year.
Hey, that's what I like, repeat customers.
Yes, sir.
And you know, the thing is, we'd never met. We've been talking for a year,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
and it's like back and forth, and it was fun meeting you, getting to know your wife, Stumpy, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
family,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's like y'all left here as friends, I
Yeah.
hope.
No, yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Look forward to
Yes, sir.
another adventure next year.
Yes, sir. Pleasure's all mine.
We'll get the time and dates down later.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Enjoyed it.
Yes.
And as always, Double G hadn't disappointed. They have seen a lot of deer, kind of upgraded to a couple of nice management 8 points. And let me tell you what, when Garrett told me, said, this is better than 6, it don't get much better than that. I'm telling you. It's like, I don't think I ever heard that before, but that is amazing. And then we had Cleet with his first deer ever. Nice 8 point, basic 8, but it had some little kickers off of it. And he was so excited. And it's just been a pleasure to have these people who I did not know. And they came here as guests and they're leaving as friends.
Come to Tubbs to spend less time mowing and have more fun grilling.